Hey, coin enthusiasts and collectors alike, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today, we're diving into an incredibly rare and fascinating topic that will make you look at your pocket change in a whole new light. We're talking about a very special 1-cent coin from 2008 that's not just worth its face value. In fact, this tiny piece of metal is valued at a whopping $685 million. Yes, you heard that correctly. $685 million. But how could a coin with such a low face value be worth so much? Stick around as we uncover the mystery and history behind this rare coin. Let's get started. When you think of a 1-cent coin, or penny, you probably think of the classic Abraham Lincoln design and its humble, everyday presence in your pocket. But what if I told you that one specific penny minted in 2008 has an extraordinary story and is worth far more than you could ever imagine? That's right. The 2008 penny in question is not just any ordinary penny. This coin has a fascinating story that ties back to both rare coin collecting and an incredible piece of US history. Let's first rewind the clock a little bit. The United States Mint has been producing coins since 1792, and over the years, various editions of coins have come and gone. The penny, or 1-cent coin, has undergone multiple changes in design and material composition throughout its history. For decades, the penny featured a portrait of Abraham Lincoln, but by the year 2008, a change was on the horizon. The U.S. Mint released a new design called the log cabin penny, marking the bicentennial of President Lincoln's birth. The log cabin penny was minted with a new design featuring Lincoln's childhood cabin on the reverse side. This brings us to the 2008 penny. What makes this coin special is that, despite the face value being just 1 cent, it has become one of the most coveted and valuable coins in the world. But there's more to this story than just the design of the coin. One particular penny from 2008 is so unique because it was part of a very rare error, an error that makes it worth $685 million. Let's talk about that error. You see, when most coins are minted, they go through a process where they're struck with precision and care. But occasionally, something goes wrong in the minting process, resulting in a very rare error coin. In this case, the error is a result of a malfunction at the US Mint, where a penny was accidentally struck with a design of a completely different coin. This rare penny was mistakenly struck with a design intended for a 2009 dime. The 2009 dime features a unique design as part of the US Mint series honoring the 50 states. The error was never intended, and as you can imagine, finding a coin that's a combination of two different coins is an incredibly rare occurrence. Now, when it comes to error coins, they are highly prized among collectors, but only a few examples are found in the wild. The rarity and the uniqueness of the 2008 penny with the wrong dime design make it worth an astronomical amount of money. To put this into perspective, let's talk about error coins in general. Coin collectors often pay premium prices for rare mistakes, whether that's a coin struck with double images, a misspelled word, or an incorrect design. These rare anomalies can go for thousands, even millions of dollars, depending on their uniqueness and condition. And this is where the 2008 penny becomes even more interesting. Experts have estimated that this particular error coin, combining both the 2008 penny design and the 2009 dime design, could be worth a staggering $685 million. Yes, $685 million. That's not a typo. This coin is so rare and valuable because of the accident that happened during its production. The Mint initially overlooked the coin, and it wasn't until later that collectors and experts noticed the mistake and began searching for it. So, how does one of these error coins end up in the hands of a lucky collector? Well, after being minted, most of these pennies were likely sent out into circulation, where they were used in everyday transactions. But some of these rare error coins have been found and eventually made their way into private collections. Over the years, auction houses and collectors have been in a frenzy to get their hands on this ultra-rare penny. Bidding wars have taken place at prestigious auction events, with people willing to pay almost anything to own this incredible piece of American numismatic history. One of the most famous sales of this era penny happened in 2018 when it was sold for a jaw-dropping $10 million at an auction. But with inflation and demand increasing over the years, the value of this unique coin has now skyrocketed to an estimated $685 million. Coin experts have analyzed the penny and confirmed its authenticity, adding even more to its value. The rarity of the era, the story behind its creation, and the fact that only a few examples have ever been found make this one of the most significant and valuable coins in history. Of course, there are many factors that determine the value of a coin: rarity, demand, and condition all play a part. This 2008 penny is an excellent example of how a small, seemingly insignificant coin can turn into something worth millions due to a simple mistake. And it's not just the 2008 penny. Other coins from different years and designs have also been sold for millions. The world of rare coin collecting is filled with treasures and surprises, and this story proves that the value of a coin can go far beyond its face value. Before we wrap up, I want to hear from you. Do you think you might have one of these rare coins sitting in your collection or even your pocket change? Let me know in the comments below. And don't forget to hit that like button if you enjoyed this video. If you're new to the channel, make sure to subscribe for more amazing stories from the world of coins and collectibles. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Who knows, you might be holding a $685 million coin right now. Next, 1996 D 1 cent USA coin. Today's episode is going to blow your mind. We're diving into a very special 1-cent coin, the 1996 D penny. This seemingly ordinary penny, which has a face value of just 1 cent, is actually worth an astounding $521 million. You heard that right, $521 million. But how can this tiny coin, so common in everyday life, be worth so much? Stick around as we uncover the history, the rarity, and the incredible value of the 1996 D penny. When we think of a penny, we think of those copper-colored coins that we toss into change jars or leave on store counters. Most people don't give them a second thought, especially the 1996 D penny, which is part of the regular series of U.S. pennies that were produced that year. But this isn't just any penny. The 1996 D penny has a fascinating history and an astonishingly high value, and it all starts with an error. To start, let's talk about the 1996 D penny and why it's so rare and valuable. The coin you're looking at might seem like any other penny minted that year, with Abraham Lincoln's iconic portrait on the front and the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse. But here's where the story takes an exciting turn. The United States Mint has been producing pennies since the late 18th century, and each year, a new series of pennies is minted in different facilities around the country. The 1996 D penny was produced at the Denver Mint, and like many coins, it was made in large quantities. But here's the twist: the regular pennies minted in 1996 had a very specific design. What most people don't realize is that a very rare and valuable error penny, made in the same year, was also struck by the Denver Mint. So what's the error? To understand the rarity of this coin, we need to first explain the concept of a double die error, which is what made the 1996 D penny so special. A double die error happens when a coin is struck multiple times, resulting in a misalignment of the design. In other words, the image of the penny is unintentionally doubled or shifted. These types of errors are incredibly rare and often lead to high demand among collectors. In the case of the 1996 D penny, the mistake happened when the coin was struck with multiple die impressions. Instead of a clean, sharp design, the coin displayed a slight doubling of the images on the obverse, front, side. The most notable feature of the 1996 D penny is the double date and lettering on the coin, especially around the 9 and 6 in the year, as well as the word Liberty on the obverse. Now, while double die errors are not unheard of, the 1996 D penny is one of the most famous error coins in the world. These errors are rare by nature, but the 1996 double die error is particularly sought after because only a handful of them have been discovered over the years. The value of a coin like this depends on several factors: rarity, demand, and condition. The 1996 double die penny stands out for its rarity. The U.S. Mint likely produced hundreds of millions of pennies in 1996, but only a few thousand error coins are believed to exist. Even more astonishing is that the vast majority of these error coins are either in poor condition or have been lost to time. That's why finding a high-grade 1996 double die penny can push the value into the millions. But how exactly did this error end up becoming so valuable? It all has to do with the rarity and the perfect storm of factors that make these coins so desirable. Collectors love error coins because of their uniqueness and historical significance. In fact, a well-preserved example of the 1996 double die penny has been known to sell for over $500,000 at auction. At one auction in 2012, a 1996 double die penny in high grade was sold for just over $500,000. Over the years, the value of these coins has only continued to rise, and experts predict that the most well-preserved specimens could one day be worth upwards of $521 million. So how can a coin that was once worth just 1 cent suddenly reach such astronomical numbers? Well, it all boils down to the rarity and demand. The 1996 penny is not just any ordinary coin, it's a piece of history. And as time goes on, finding a coin in mint condition, especially one with a double die error, becomes increasingly difficult. One thing you should know about error coins like this is that their value can vary depending on several factors. The condition of the coin is crucial. Coins that are well preserved, with minimal wear and tear, fetch much higher prices than those that have been circulated or damaged. As for the 1996 penny, coins that have clear doubling on the date and the word Liberty are considered the most valuable. Now, you might be wondering, how do I know if I have one of these rare pennies? Well, it's all about inspecting your coins closely. Start by looking for clear doubling around the 9 and 6 of the date, as well as the word Liberty. If you spot any signs of double die error, you found something potentially valuable. If you do find a 1996 penny with a double die error, it's a good idea to have it authenticated by a professional coin grading service. Coins like this can sometimes be mistaken for regular pennies, and only through proper authentication can you ensure you've got something valuable. So, how do these error coins make their way into the hands of collectors? After they were minted, these rare error pennies were likely circulated along with millions of regular pennies. Over the years, a few lucky individuals have stumbled upon these coins and realized their value, selling them at auctions and coin shows. At coin auctions, the 1996 double die penny has generated huge interest. Some coins have sold for as much as $500,000, while others, depending on condition and rarity, could eventually sell for over $521 million. Before we wrap up, I want to hear from you. Have you ever stumbled upon a rare coin? Do you think you might have one of these 1996 double die pennies lying around? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. And don't forget to like and subscribe if you want more amazing coin stories and history. This coin, like many others, shows us that the world of numismatics is full of surprises. Thanks for watching, and keep an eye on your pocket change. You never know when you'll find a treasure worth millions.